Hi everyone. Welcome back to A Sky Full of Stars, episode 19. And after all the effort that Hikari and Akito did to put this exciting stargazing event together, they suffer one major setback in episode 18, and it's that the telescope is missing. And based on the fact that they found the tripod on school property, they're very sure that someone had deliberately taken the telescope apart and hid it from discovery. And all eyes are pointing to Takeichi because he's the most probable suspect, especially with the fact that he hates astronomy. But anyways, Akito has 1 hour to find this telescope because that's when the Albireo stars, the stars that he wants everyone, especially Sai, to see, is going to appear. And because it's a summer constellation, it's only going to appear for a short amount of time. So if they miss this window, then this event is all going to go to waste. So let's see what happens next, and if Akito will find this telescope. So first he says, "First I scour every inch of the school building. The classrooms were locked, and so no one could get into them. If my telescope was somewhere in school, then it would have to be in the hallways or even in the boys' restroom." So once again, he's pretty sure that Takeichi is the one that is doing this and acting innocent, like, I don't know anything about it. So I searched every room I could enter, but I still couldn't find my telescope. Okay, so the teacher's here, and she's like, Sorami-kun? Oh, Satami-sensei, my telescope, did you, So she has no idea about what happened to it. And it wasn't in the staff room, so... Okay. So, there you go. So he's pretty sure that Takeichi is the one behind all of this. I'll keep looking for it, so if it's okay, could you ask everyone to wait just a bit more? So everyone's getting impatient, and they're like, well, I don't want to be out here at night, it's cold. I'd rather be at home with my family. But I don't know how much the teacher can do to support them under this emergency situation. So I wonder how much time they have left before the Albireo stars have come and passed. But Akito's confident that he's going to make sure he finds this telescope before the Albireo stars come into view. I reassured her as I took off running. I think the teacher's concerned because Akito might have to go into the woods or some dark place to find this telescope. And yeah, you're supposed to be worried about safety, especially that these kids are in 5th grade. So I searched every place in the school I could get to, but I still couldn't find my telescope. I went out into the schoolyard and looked in the physical education storage shed. So he's looking at the places that Takeichi has hid his items before. And it's not there. So he looked up at the sky. The position of the stars were slightly different from before. Even though it happened slowly, the heavens were really revolving. I wasted a lot of time. if I didn't find the telescope and return to the roof soon, I won't be able to show Saya the twin stars of Albireo. I was sure I would not get another chance. In order for the students to stay with or this late for activities, the teacher has to get approval from the students' parents. Oh, okay. So I think they left and it was some kind of informal activity, and if the teacher lets these students out too late, then it kind of goes into legal issues. The fact that she's keeping the students in for hours without the parents' approval. If tonight's stargazing ended in failure, and we did try again, I'm sure that less than half the students would show up. So in a sense, Akito's gonna break trust on all these students, cause oh, I have it fixed now, it's all good to go. But no one's gonna trust him that he's gonna have something ready for them after this has happened. And I wasn't certain we'd be able to get Miss Saotome's help either. So riled up with impatience and anger, I tried to cool my head with the crisp night air. If it was Takeichi who hit it, then he wouldn't do something like throwing it away. When he had taken my indoor shoes, they were still clean when I had found them. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do something like deface or break something as expensive as a telescope either. That's why I thought for sure that I'd find it in somewhere in the school, but it seemed I thought wrong. So I have a feeling that Takeichi really doesn't know what happened and he's not the one that's involved in it. So it kind of puts a big mystery. So who took it and where did the telescope go? And I'm pretty sure Akito doesn't suspect that it ended up in the trash can or damaged. And despite Takeichi trying to play pranks on Akito, he still leaves the items in good condition as it was before. But it's like this is a really big place and it's gonna be really hard to see where the telescope is. But still, I psych myself up and continue my search for the telescope. Okay, so we're going up to Takeichi and... So I wonder if it's not Takeichi, but it's one of his underlings that did the prank. And I think he realizes that he's gone too far and it's caused all sorts of trouble. Okay, so yeah, it was not Takeichi himself, but it was one of his underlings, and they thought like, well, if we took the telescope and we hid it somewhere, then it'll be funny and Takeichi would support us. But I think Takeichi isn't happy because everyone's looking at Takeichi, suspecting that he was the one that did all this prank, and I'm pretty sure that if they find it, Takeichi's going to be in big trouble. And he's probably going to face the wrath from Hikari, and we do know that Takeichi is afraid of Hikari, because she did play a really big prank in return on Takeichi. I think it was like that dog. I forgot his name. It was a big dog and it scared Takeichi to the point where he never wants to mess with Hikari ever again.
Oi, どうしたんだ?
So I think he's starting to notice.
たけちゃん、こいつ、おい、自分で言えよ。
I wonder what underling is gonna say to Takeichi. I'm pretty sure they have this guilt conscious within them.
実はね、たけちゃん、俺、その、
Well, you see, Take, I, kinda,
なんだって？ごめん、たけちゃん。空見を困らせたら、たけちゃんが喜ぶと思って。
uh-oh. So it's like, I actually did it myself, and, I was thinking that, it would be funny, and making Akito go look hard, and destroying this event would make him look really bad, and that'd be something for you to laugh at. And it looks like Takeichi has some kind of heart. So even though he likes to play pranks on Akito, but he kind of realizes that this is not funny, and it's causing all sorts of trouble.
先生に言いつけられたら絶対に怒られるぞ。もし壊したりしてたら弁償だ。
Okay, so I'm pretty sure Underling B did the prank. He took the telescope apart and hid it somewhere, and was hoping that Akito would basically scramble for help, and watching him find this telescope would be something of an amusement for Takeichi to make fun of. But now it's getting serious, and pretty much everyone's not laughing. And I wonder if Underling Beast knows where he hid the telescope, where he forgot it.
心配すんな。俺がやったことにしてやるから。
But for Takeichi, he's gonna take the blame. He's like, oh well, I'll just say it's my fault. I'll accept the punishment.
でも、それじゃたけちゃんが。
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a pretty nice, big punishment from Satemi Sensei.
犯人はこいつで、俺じゃないって言ったところで、今さら誰も信じねえだろ。
And Takeichi is accepting the fact that everyone is suspecting of him doing this prank.
それに実際、俺がやらせたようなもんじゃねえか。なあ。たけちゃん。
So Takeichi's going to basically accept the blame and defend or protect Underling B.
あんたたち、さっきから何こそこそ話してるの?
So Hikari's really sharp, and she hears something suspicious, and now she's over here inquiring Takeichi and his underlings.
別にこそこそなんかしてねえよ。
No, nothing.
ああ、楽しみだな。光の寒中水泳。
Okay, so
もしアキトが間に合ったら、あんたにやってもらうからね。
Okay, so if Akito finds that telescope, then we're gonna see who's responsible for this. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be you. And as punishment, you're gonna be the one that swims in the rivers.
いいぜ、やってやら。
泳げないくせに、よっぽど隠し場所に自信があるんだ。一つ言っとくけど。
Okay.
なんだよ。
I wonder if Takeichi's trying to get some kind of revenge over Hikari. He's trying to find something that will basically help him win over Hikari, because we do know that Hikari is always having the upper hand over Takeichi.
望遠鏡を隠したことはすっごい腹立つけど、 いつものいたずらで済ませてやってもいい。
I'm not really sure about that.
けど、もし傷つけたり壊したりしてたら、ただじゃ済まさないからね。
And I'm pretty sure that the telescope is damaged somehow. Or like well, if you hit it or took it apart like this, I'm pretty sure if Akito finds it might be damaged, and if that's the case, then you're gonna be in for.
空見のことになるとムキになりやがって。やっぱお前らできてんだろ。
So I think Takeichi is just playing like all these scare tactics on Hikari. Like oh, so why are you so close to Akito? Why are you helping him so much? Maybe it's because you like him and you want to get married. So those like little kid pranks.
できてんだろ。
そんなんじゃない。
But thankfully, Hikari stays strong.
あの天体望遠鏡はね、アキトのお父さんの形見なんだよ。
So Hikari mentioned an important fact about the telescope. It's no ordinary telescope. It's a special memento.
あれをなくしちゃったら、アキトにはもう何も残ってないんだ。
It's the only thing that he has from his true biological parents.
お父さんやお母さんと一緒に過ごした頃の思い出が全部なくなっちゃうんだ。
And Hikari feels Akito's sympathy.
なんだよそれ。知らねえよそんなの。
But then again, it's really hard for some people like Takeichi to understand how important the telescope is. And I wonder about Saya. Okay, so I wonder if Akito found the telescope, because he's running back, huffing. Okay, so I think he's tired. And he can't find his telescope. And I wonder how long it has been since he went to find this telescope. Or search for it. But he's looked everywhere where he thinks is located. Like every possible location. And the telescope hasn't showed up. So I think he's suspecting that somehow someone was able to shove this telescope into a locked classroom, and there's no way for anyone like Akito to go in there. So it's like, well, he probably went inside. He hid the telescope after school. That's when the school doors or like the classroom doors were still unlocked, and then right when the principal or the custodian locked the doors, then it's locked for good. It's like, well, if that's the case, then I have to wait until the school opens up during normal hours for me to be able to find this telescope. No, wait. So wouldn't it be better to get Satomi Sensei or ask her if she can unlock the doors for me? Or better yet, shouldn't I just tell Satomi everything? Well, I don't think Satomi Sensei has the keys to those classroom. Well, I'm pretty sure she only has the keys to her own classroom, but the other classrooms she doesn't have a key to. And if it's hidden in the administration office, then she definitely doesn't have a key to that. I'm sure it'd be fine to tell her about everything that had happened. Well, I'm pretty sure the teacher will be able to understand it, but then again, the trust from the other classmates becomes an issue because they're kind of upset that they came out here all cold for nothing. But that was the last thing I wanted to do. I felt like I'd be playing right into their harassment. And I had no proof either. There was still a chance someone else had done this as well. So he's not sure that Takeichi and his underling is behind all this mess. It's like, well, I can't be firm about that because if they're wrong, they didn't do anything about it, then I get in trouble for falsely accusing them. So overwhelmed by impatience, I looked up at the sky. Okay, so there's only 30 minutes left before the Albireo stars show up. So Pooch is here. I wonder what he has to do with this situation. I heard a puppy bark. A small shadow came running from a distance. Pooch? So what about Pooch? Pooch was scampering around my feet. And Sai's chasing Pooch. Sai had been following after Pooch. Saya? So as I unexpectedly came out of the shadows, Saya let out a shriek as she seen a ghost. And we do know that Saya is still uncomfortable being around with Akito, especially with that Albireo stars and monster. So seemingly embarrassed by her outburst, she clapped her mouth shut with both her hands, her cheeks turning pink. Where's the cheese? Well, get out of here. I'm a little busy right now. But I'm pretty sure that Pooch is here to help Akito out. Maybe he'll help Akito find the telescope for him. Saya called Pooch back to her, keeping her distance from me as if she were afraid. So after weighing his options between me and Saya, Pooch took off in a completely different direction from either of us. So I wonder what Pooch is going to do next. So Saya ran after him. I had no intention of being distracted by Pooch, so I decided to leave him to Saya. Well, I guess if it's not around here, I'll tell Saotome Sensei about it and ask her to open the classroom for me. So what's going on? So what is Pooch trying to tell us? So Saya's trying to understand what's going on with Pooch and why he's running away from Saya. But I have a feeling that Pooch found something interesting, and he's trying to alert Akito. So what's with that noise? So Saya had stopped in her tracks and was looking at something. Oh? What is it? She then turned towards me and looked as if she wanted to tell me something. So what's interesting? Or what's going on? Question mark. So what's the matter? Reluctantly, I headed to where she stood. So Sai and Pooch were standing at the roots of a really large tree. So I wonder if the telescope is on the tree but high up off the ground. So she mumbled at me as she pointed upwards. Hmm? Ah! There caught in the branches was something white and cylindrical. The telescope! Or Akito's telescope. I owe you one, Pooch. So thanks to Pooch, the dog, he was able to spot something suspicious, which happens to be Akito's telescope. And it was on a tree. But I wonder who put it there. It kind of feels like it's the wind. But then again, the telescope is heavy, and I'm pretty sure the wind isn't able to carry it from the top of the school to the tree. But then again, I don't think that the underling would have been able to toss or launch the telescope that high off the ground. Well, thank you, Saya. Well, I'm pretty sure Pooch thought of it himself. So he was able to sense Akito's feelings and... Oh, I think you want to look for the telescope. Well, I see something suspicious and you should look at it. So Saya's not comfortable with Akito yet, and that's why she keeps taking a step back from him. But now that we found the telescope, the next step is to actually retrieve it. And being high up on the tree, it's going to be really hard to do so. As I looked around, because the side just ran off. Oh, so she did bring something. Okay, thanks. So Saya is helping Akito a bit, giving her some ideas on or giving him some ideas on retrieving this telescope. And so I started climbing up the tree trunk. I'll be fine. I'm really good at climbing trees. So I told her confidently as I scaled higher towards my goal, the telescope. Okay, so now they are really impatient. They're trying to go home. So I wonder what the Takeichi group has to do with this. Like, there shouldn't be a sign of, oh, if they leave, that means everyone else is leaving.
Akito, 早く。アルビレオが沈んじゃうよ。
So Hikari is keeping track of time as well, and she knows that Albireo is going to come pretty soon, maybe like 10 more minutes. And if Akito doesn't get this telescope all ready to go in 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure people are going to start leaving. Even before the Albireo stars are still in view. But thankfully, Miharu Satome's teacher brought something to keep them warm, so that helps address the coldness problem.
秋星さん、みんなに配るのを手伝ってくれないかしら。あ、はい。
Okay.
みんな寒いだろうけど、もう少しだけ辛抱しましょうね。
Well, at least Miharu is confident that Akito's gonna find this telescope and get it all ready to go.
はーい。
Even though the classmates are becoming impatient and they're trying to, let's just get this over with. I'm cold, I want to go home, I want to see my parents.
じゃあ、もうちょっとだけ。
空見のやつ戻ってくるかな。
So I wonder what Underling B is concerned about, especially given that he's probably the one who did all this. He put it up on the tree.
さあな。でももし間に合ったらタケちゃんが寒中水泳しなきゃいけなくなるぞ。
Okay, so they're actually concerned about the fact that if Akito shows up with the telescope, then Takeichi's gonna lose the bet and be the one who swims in the water. Well, then again, Takeichi was one that started the bet. It was like, well, I want to see you swim in the water. To Hikari.
そんなのダメだよ。
So they're interested in protecting Takeichi's bet and his, I'm not really sure how to say it, like his proud legacy.
紅茶うめえ。何してんだ？お前らももらってこいよ。
And I'm pretty sure the worm tea has got him to not worry too much about losing the bet.
ああ。
So hey, you two, what are you waiting for? Why don't you go get some warm tea?
うん。
Okay, so now Akito has the telescope, and now he has to set this up in a short amount of time. And after that, what does Pooch want? Pooch and... Oh, so Saya's coming along with Akito. So Saya followed behind. Just a bit more, come on, just a bit more.
あ、来た。
Oh no, they're here!
本当に戻ってきやがった。
Oh no, they didn't really come back? Takeichi's minions were waiting right at the top of the stairs to the roof.
ここは通さないぞ。
Okay, so they're using the last resort to make sure this event falls apart. It's like, well, the stakes went up because, Hikari and Takeichi had a bet, and it's like, well, if he finds the telescope, you're gonna be the one that swims in the river.
ぞ。
And the underlings like, well, we're gonna protect Takeichi. So the underlings are like, we're gonna protect Takeichi, we're gonna make sure he wins this bet, and we're gonna make sure this event fails so that he will win the bet. And given that Akito's tired, they're trying to use this as an advantage. Well, move it.
やだね。
No.
どういたらタケちゃんが寒中水泳しなきゃいけなくなるからダメだ。
Oh, so Takeichi's like, well, if I have to swim in the water, you'll do it too. So they're also protecting that from happening. It's like, well, we don't want to be swimming in cold water. So we have to make Takeichi win. So it seemed like they wouldn't be letting me through to the roof no matter how long I waited. Well, just to let you guys know, I won't hold back.
お前なんか怖くないぞ。
Well, you're weak. We're not afraid of you.
そうだぞ。
Well, I feel like Underling B is getting kind of incompetent because of the way that he's responding to Takeichi. Or, Akito, actually. And even though if it was 2 against 1, I didn't plan on losing to these idiots. But I had the telescope, too. I wouldn't be able to go all out while holding this. And moreover, if I did act and someone got injured, that would be the end of any more stargazing meetups. And Saotome Sensei would probably get in trouble as well, given that this was done without permission from the staff or the parents. The minions picked up on this weakness and became more confident. Well, let's take his telescope and throw it off somewhere again. That will cost more time, and it'll make sure that this event never happens, and it'll make sure we win the bet. Hey, stop! Let go! So they're trying to get this telescope away from Akito once more. So I wonder how far they're gonna go to protect Takeichi. Especially that they got him in big trouble for like destroying a pretty let's see, hard work and hard planning event. Well, I guess it was time to go all out on him, or on them. Besides, they were the ones in the wrong. Surely the grown-ups would understand. So he's trying... Well, let's see what happens next. I had to protect the telescope at all costs. It was the last piece of my memories. And just then... Okay, so Saya stepped up and defended Akito. A voice that could pierce through your eardrums echoed through the corridor. Takeichi's minions and I stopped moving and covered our ears. So, Saya recognizes the value of the telescope, and it kind of hurts to see how the underlings are trying to take this telescope away from Akito, just to protect their identity or their bet, and trying to destroy the event just for their own personal gain. So slowly the tears gathered in Saya's eyes. So was she gonna cry? Me and the other two guys thought so. But Saya held back her tears. I was moved to tears myself. Those jewel-like blue and orange eyes kept their steady gaze on Takeichi's lackeys, leaving them motionless. Well, they do admit that they were wrong, because they were the ones that caused all of this inconvenience. Oh, but B doesn't admit so. It's like he's trying to push the blame onto Takeichi. And Pooch agrees with Saya and Akito, or he sides with them. So Saya gathered all of her strength and stared them down. Pooch came like reinforcements and began to bark. The minions looked away as they backed up and then let me through. Well, thanks, Saya. I held my hand out to Saya. Come on, let's go. Okay, so she agrees. She took my hand timidly, and together we ran up the stairs to the roof. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. And it looks like all this inconvenience was caused not by Takeichi himself, but by his underling. And his underling thought it would be funny to see Akito desperately searching for his telescope, and how all this effort that Hikari put into this event goes to waste. So now that the telescope is found, we're going to see how this event goes in the next episode. So with that in mind, I'll see you later.